What up, everybody? I'm Bills. That's ACG. This is the SkyBox podcast. Bring you nothing but the best from last week. ACG, are you tired of watching basketball yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm tired from watching basketball, but I can do this.
Yeah, this is like Christmas.
Yeah. All right. So don't forget to like the show, subscribe on whatever platform you're on. We're now on Pandora. So if you are a Pandora fan, check us out there. Otherwise, we're on YouTube, we're on Apple, we're on Google, we're everywhere else that podcasts are. So don't forget to like us, subscribe. You can do all three. You can like, subscribe, and share. If you do that and tag us, you might get some free stuff. Mm-hmm. So, shameless plug alert, right about here. We're going to put the name of the website that you can get your gear. We have a line of t-shirts that show famous moments, infamous moments. Mm-hmm. So in sports history, so be sure to check that out. Actually, we'll just throw a picture of a shirt right here.
No.
All right, ACG, taking a look at what happened. I think we should start off with a little bit of a recap for the NBA playoffs. Mm-hmm. Just taking a look at where we are right now. Actually, let's start off with the Eastern side. So we got Philadelphia leading Washington 3-1.
Yep.
We got Atlanta leading New York 3-1. I need a moment of silence for Miami. You know, hey, they weren't the last one standing, but they were the first ones to go.
Yeah. Did you see what your man Giannis said about that too?
No.
He said they didn't want to play with their food; they just wanted to finish it. That's what he said.
I can respect. Can't even say nothing bad about it.
Yeah, he said the last couple of years they were playing with their food. So
that's some real African kill mentality there.
Yeah, it is.
He just hit Jimmy Butler with a spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the Heat, they just had other stuff to do, you know. I'm sure Jimmy Butler, Buckets, he had a timeshare in Cabo. You know, he had to be, you know, on the beach and like, you know, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Tyler, he's got a budding rap career. I'm sure he's probably like at least 4 or 5 songs deep right now.
Yeah. And Duncan Robinson has to go back to taping some Jimmy Neutron episodes.
Yeah, you're probably about the squarest looking person on the whole show. I mean, like out of everybody.
Yeah, he's a shooter though. He's good. He's nice.
He was also the only person to respond to me on LinkedIn. So we're connected. You know, mutual business. He didn't respond to any of my messages.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I don't understand why you don't like your fans. Yeah. So, moment of silence for the season that was so very mediocre.
It was. I feel like it was like a roller coaster. It was like up and down. Like they had a win streak, then they had a losing streak, then they had a win streak. So they were kind of like all over the place this year.
Yeah, and I'd like to say as the playoffs came in, they went strong, but they started out strong and then lost a little bit going in.
Yeah.
And just never really fully recovered. Lineup changes like crazy. Mm-hmm. Got new people in. New people got injured instantly. Like my man Oladipo was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I forgot Ole too. I forgot he was on the team.
yeah, he forgot he was probably on the team. He still went back to Indiana.
Yeah.
So sad month of the season. But next year, better next year.
Yeah.
By the start of next season, maybe Duncan Robinson replies to my business inquiries. All right. So from there, we got Brooklyn 3-1 up on Boston.
Mhm.
Then looking at the other side, we got Utah. They're up 3-1. We got over Memphis. The Clippers and Dallas are tied at 2-2.
Yep.
Denver and Portland 2-2.
Mhm.
And Phoenix and the Lakers 2-2.
Yep.
With Brooklyn, Denver, and Phoenix basically trying to do something tonight.
Yes.
Or at the time of this recording, which may be tomorrow by then, which means we're gonna, give you clairvoyancy by telling you what's gonna happen. What happened?
So by the time you're watching this, the Lakers will have won.
That's bold. That's bold.
Yeah, it is really bold.
LeBron's gonna have 52 in this win.
Yeah.
So looking at the East, what stands out to you so far, ACG, for what you seen unfold?
I think it's probably been Brooklyn's dominance. We kind of all knew that they're the best team, but what they're doing is they look lethal, like they look scary. So I think that was one of my biggest takeaways. Also, Trae Young he's a cold man.
Yeah.
So I'm taking him on notice too, the way he's doing, giving it to the Knicks. So yeah, Brooklyn and Trae Young.
For me, it was looking, like you said, at like Tatum's been going crazy.
Yeah, he has too.
And like with Tatum going crazy, Brooklyn still did their thing.
Yeah.
So, and like people had questions about Harden and how he was gonna fit it. Like he's doing his thing. He's like playing a specific role, and he's playing that well. Kyrie and like basically everybody's gelling.
Yeah, they're chilling. Harden's chilling, getting 18 assists.
I know.
KD put up 40. Kyrie put up 39. So it's like, damn, you can't stop that.
Yeah, no. Like you said too, I saw some toughness out of Trae, out of Ice Trae.
Yeah.
So that was something that was like I didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
I also didn't expect to see the meme that had, I'm not sure if I shared it with you, but it was a meme of a lollipop that was half licked and then rolled around on the floor with hair stuck to it, and they were like, "That's Trae Young's hairline."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, don't disrespect the man's hairline.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He could have went to Tory Lane's route, get that shoe polish.
You remember them the Gremlin dolls?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Wild hair.
Could you imagine if he just like cut it all off, went bald?
He looks super weird too.
Yeah. I think this might be the only circumstance. Like normally, as you can see, I champion the baldy. I suggest more guys go that way. ACG, you got a little bit, but I'll let you know before you start looking crazy out here in these streets. But Trae is one of the few people where that horrible haircut is probably the best thing going for him right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. But hey, he still may pull a Kardashian. You never.
He will.
Yeah.
They all at some point.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So now taking a look at the West, what's your reaction to what's happened so far out of the West?
I think it's been the Clippers and Mavs series. That's a really interesting one. Clippers were down 0-2, and everyone was writing them off, blowing the whole team up, and they tied it up. They back-to-back games. Kawhi's been looking like a machine. So that one's I'm looking at, and also the Suns and Lakers series. That's an interesting one too.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it was those two series that are actually looking at it, the Clippers, Dallas, Denver, Port, like those three, the three that are tied.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I think I'm the most interested in.
Yep.
Because, I mean, otherwise, the other three ones, those were like little, like, I really didn't think Washington had a chance.
No.
I didn't really think New York had a chance. I knew the Heat had no chance. Like, like running down the list, there was no big surprises on what was happening.
Yeah.
But these are like heavily contested. I think each of these could go 7.
Yeah. The Denver series too. I forgot to mention, like you said, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So I have no bold predictions, such as you with the Lakers. I don't know about that. But yeah, we'll get to that part later. All right. Next up, we have the Dog's final album, Exodus, DMX. What did you think about that album?
I liked it. I thought it was dope. He had some nice collabs on there. The Lox was on there. He had Griselda on there. He had Jay. He had Nas. It was good. It didn't seem like, you know how DJ Khaled albums have like everyone in the world on it. It sounds like he's trying to make a big commercial.
Yeah.
It sounded good. It sounded genuine. I liked it.
I like you said, it sounded like a cohesive, like all together. Like it didn't sound like everybody mailed in a verse. It sounded like people were probably locked in, and you know, like you said in the Griselda one, he's shouting out like Benny the Butcher, and like he's naming names. So I don't know if this is an unpopular thought, but I heard people going crazy over the Nas verse, and I just thought that was like a regular Nas verse. I didn't think that was especially crazy.
Yeah,
but funny enough, I thought that the Griselda song was the best song on the album.
I do too. Yeah. I think that one with Benny Conway. Yeah, they killed it. They killed it.
Yeah, like Conway went off extra.
Yeah. You could feel like the grittiness of that song. That's the thing.
And I didn't think that was like, you listen to the Lox, and the Lox is known for gritty street. Like they were up there with the Lox, who's been doing it for years. So like, and the way X wrote in it, like he was like right in his element. Yeah, it was dope. Yeah. The last song on the album was rough. I actually got to call my dad. Oh yeah. That's like, I wonder what that relationship is, or not is, but like if there's anything, if his son being interviewed, I want to see what his thoughts were. Yeah. I like the joint with Bono too. He put Bono in it. That was a good one. Bono killed. Yeah, he killed. He killed. That was definitely like a left field. Didn't see that. And it's funny because Bono probably ended up being like, I was a long time X fan. I ran into him in '96 before he got out. That one thing he told me 20 years ago changed my life. He told me, get out of me, dog. Yeah. Dog. Let's stop being greedy. Yeah. Like I always find those celebrity stories to be kind of the most interesting. Yeah. that brings me back to remember the J. Cole on Forest Hill Drives? Oh, that's what Jonah. Body out. I was actually mad that he didn't have anything else similar since then. I know, that was good. I liked that. That was fun. Yeah. And like the whole time you're listening, you're like, damn, he knows Jonah Hill? Okay, cool. You're like, no, I never even met that dude. Yeah. He said that one time in the elevator, Jonah. Yeah. Well, I mean, similar, but it was funny because on Jimmy Fallon, they had an episode where you had to guess what the other person was telling the truth about or lying about.
Mhm.
And they said that Chris Rock had smoked weed with Woody Harrelson on top of the Empire State Building. And everybody, 21 Savage thought it was true. Jimmy thought it was true. But then Chris Rock was like, nah, it's not true. I feel like probably really hard to light a fire up there.
Yeah, right.
But then he turns around, he said, but I did smoke with Snoop and Kelly Ripa from the live with Regis and Kelly. Like,
yeah.
Like what?
Right, yeah.
Kelly Ripa?
Yeah, nah.
That's another one of those stories.
Yeah.
Kelly Ripa's on the next Snoop Dogg album.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we got, we'll say our playoff projections. So where we think this thing is going. ACG, what's your outlook for the Eastern Conference?
I think it's definitely going to be Sixers and Brooklyn to see who makes it out the East. I'm leaning toward Brooklyn if everything's healthy. For the West, I'm going with the Clippers.
It's the Clippers.
Going with that might be my hot take. I think that's my hot take. They're coming out the West this year. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I see. I mean, maybe I'm just a Brooklyn hater. I'm still looking at Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. For whatever reason, actually, I think the main reason I don't think they actually have what it would take in order to. Philadelphia's too big. They're too damn big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I was looking at like just watching their team the other day, and like their point guard 6'10". Come on.
Yeah. And he got
yeah. Like as soon as you forget, then he like goes in the post, and you're like, oh no, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still looking at Philly. I'm still rooting there. Atlanta, what they're doing is real cute, but I think it would be perfectly set for like the Knicks or for the Heat, but they don't want any smoke with that with the actual contenders.
No, they don't. No.
Yeah. ACG, what do you look at for the West Coast? What do you see for the projections moving forward for those?
I think Lakers take down the Suns. It's hard to tell with the Denver Portland series. That could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Portland. Portland gets that one. Just because of Jamal Murray not being there. I think Dame.
So for me, I'm looking at it, and contrary to what you said, I think Phoenix turns it back on. I think the fact that AD is missing, I'm frustrated with Andre Ayton.
Oh, the center.
Yeah, that's one of the times where I'm like, if you just gave me your height, I could show you how to handle it, like how to. Yeah, he's supposed to be dominating out there, and he's just playing around.
He is. I think he needs to gain more weight too. You see him; he's big, but he's kind of frail. He doesn't got that muscle.
It's not like a KG wiry,
not like that. But
he's light. Like I think in practice, in practice, like the point guards probably like give him trouble in the post up. But yeah, so I still, even with that, because of the fact that I don't think the Lakers are skilled enough overall. I think the Phoenix is going to take that series. Denver, I see Portland coming out on top there. The Clippers and the Dallas. I don't think it matters who wins there. They're not going past the next round.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Memphis. Memphis was like a nice building block. Like, okay, you're here now. You know, next year, try to get back up here.
Yeah.
But Utah got that on that.
Yeah.
All right. So looking forward. Next up, we got.